Hello, and welcome to VHQC's presentation on how to obtain a QRUR Part 1. My name is Caitlin Heidenthal, a physician practice consultant here at VHQC, and I will be walking you through these steps today. Quality Resource Use Reports, also known as QRUR, are provided by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services as part of the Physician Feedback Program. There are two different ways to access an annual QRUR. A user may choose to use the Physician Value Landing Portlet or directly from the CMS Enterprise portal. This presentation is part 1 of a two-part series that walks you through how to obtain your QRUR. Part 1 will go over how to access the QRUR from the Physician Value Landing Portlet, while Part 2 will go into detail on how to access the QRUR from the CMS Enterprise portal system. Before you begin, you or one person from your group will need to obtain an EIDM account with the correct role access. If you are unsure how to do this, please take a moment and view our presentation on how to create an EIDM account. Once you have an EIDM account, you will go to https://portal.cms.gov and scroll to the Physician Value box. There you will select the Get Started button. You will be directed to the Physician Value landing page, where there will be an option to select from different secure links. You will want to pick the Feedback Reports link. This will then navigate you to the Terms and Conditions, where you will need to agree prior to moving on. After you click Agree, you will be directed to the Login page. Enter your credentials and click Login. Upon selecting Login, the Multifactor Authentication Terms and Conditions page will be displayed. You will need to complete the Multifactor Authentication process in order to access reports. The Multifactor Authentication, or MFA, is a new approach to security authentication which will help improve CMS's ability to reduce fraud and ensure system security. It requires users to provide more than one form of verification in order to provide their identity prior to access the specific information. MFA registration is required only once when you're requesting a role, but will be verified at every logon. Once you complete the MFA process, you will be asked to select the credential type from the drop-down menu and then select Send to receive a security code. The word Success will be displayed next to the Send button once the security code has been successfully sent. Please be aware that you will need to select the same credential type you selected when you initially registered and set up your account. If you select a different credential type, you will receive an error message stating you did not register using the selected option, and you will be unable to proceed. If you have forgotten the credential type you selected, you may either retrieve the email you received upon successful registration for MFA or navigate to My Profile and select Remove Your Phone or Computer for this information. Selecting Remove Your Phone or Computer will display the credential type you selected to complete the process. You will now need to enter the security code that you received through your email and then select Login. You will want to be mindful that you will have 30 minutes to retrieve and enter the security code. If you are unable to enter it within that time, the code will expire and you will need to repeat the process for a new one. The multi-factor authentication process is now complete. You will be redirected to your initial selection, the feedback report screen. Now it's time for you to select a year from the Select Year drop-down menu. Then select a report from the Select a Report drop-down menu. Keep in mind, if you do not see the proper report in the drop-down menu, you may want to verify that you have selected the proper year from the Select a Year drop-down menu, or call the QualityNet Help Desk to ensure that you have logged in with an EIDM account with the correct role. Next, you will need to read the attestation message and make the appropriate attestation selection. Select one of the options under I plan to use this data in my capacity as a. Once you have selected the best fit option, select the Confirm to continue. Please make note that if you select neither of the above or I do not know, the option to exit to the overview screen will be enabled. You are now in the MicroStrategy web platform. The screen shows the TIN or TINs associated with your EIDM account. You now have two choices. One option is for you to select a TIN and double-click the mouse or click the arrow button to move the TIN from the available to selected. You may also choose to filter the list of available TINs by entering the name or last four digits of a TIN in the Search For field. Please be aware that you may only select one TIN each time you attempt to retrieve an annual QRUR. Now it is time for you to retrieve your report. You will need to select Run Document. Keep in mind that it may take several seconds for the system to generate your annual QRUR. Once the report generates, you will have successfully accessed the QRUR for your practice. This concludes Part 1 of how to access the QRUR. If you are looking for further assistance and extra resources, please feel free to visit VHQC's online community. You can access this community by visiting www.vhqc-qinqio.ning.com. This concludes our presentation on how to obtain a QRUR Part 1. If you have any other further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me for more assistance. Thank you and have a wonderful day.